Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us again for Digging a Bit Deeper. I have Tracy and Jennifer with me and we're so excited.
Hello.
Tracy, you guys. Tracy, you have some exciting information to start off this beautiful new year. What's going on?
Well, it's called Zocam, and that's Zoccam. And I know it sounds like a cold medication. It is a new program. So when you're sitting down and you're writing your offer and you're doing your earnest money, it used to be that the agent would take it and then title would pick it up, or sometimes you drop it off, or different things. But it takes some time, and that contract has such a short frame. So with this, you download an app. It doesn't matter if you're Android or it's in Android and in iPhone. So you download it and you create, when you download it, it'll send you a verification thing. Then you create a PIN. So you have to remember your PIN. And then it's on your phone. So you're sitting down, you're signing your paperwork, you've got a deal going. And now you get out your check and you write your earnest money and you pull up that, the program, the application, and snap a picture front and back of your check, and it captures it. So you just hit the capture. Now that does not stay on your phone. It doesn't stay, even if the agent, because sometimes the agent will do it, sometimes their clients will do it. It instantly goes into the program, and it's a safe program. Banks are using this in over 50 states. So it's better than even wire. You're not getting wire fraud from it or anything like that. So it securely goes in, and then you put the seller's information, the buyer's information, and email. If you just have yours and you don't have the other, just put that and then you'll get the email. But the more information you have, the email goes out that the earnest money has been delivered to the bank. And you don't have to even leave and go anywhere. So it's just one step to make things a little easier. I'm super savvy when it comes to these things, and I was able to do it. So
that's good news. That was my next question, is like, how difficult is this?
I downloaded it. I created a code, and you could snap front and back. I didn't go all the way through and finish the email part because it wasn't a real deal. Right. So I send off to the bank and have our accounting department go, "What are you doing, Tracy?"
So this is like automatic. This is automatic. The seller knows your earnest money's there. You open it, it's done, it's over, and there's no check flying out the window as we're trying to get it there within the 24 hours.
Or getting lost, or any of that stuff, which unfortunately sometimes has happened in the past in the industry. I think that it's going to be the new way, and it's just it's not that I wouldn't come pick up a check. I'll still do whatever I need to do if that's the way it is, but it is a nice feature. And like I said, sometimes agents don't want to do it, but it is kind of cool if the agent's doing that and snaps it and has it on their phone. They can upload their contract, and that goes right into escrow as well. So it can do everything in one click. So
real quick. Oh, I love that. I love that. So there's also exciting news for sellers. Jennifer, what do you have going on that would be really awesome this year for sellers?
So technology, right? That's what we're talking about. It's quite amazing. We've all had to kind of dabble a little bit more into it this last year and probably into the future, which I think is good. It's kind of been our saving grace. But for sellers or buyers, we've got a program called HomeBot. What it does is it allows you to kind of track your own property. Let's say you own a home. You can put your information in there, and not only is it going to give you kind of like a zestimate of value, but it lets you kind of dabble around in there on what different terms would be, or what equities in the property, or what if you wanted to make extra payments, what would that do to your amortization schedule? It's just a plethora of info, and it's 100% free. It's just absolutely free to buyers, to sellers. On the seller side, you can request a CMA, a cost market analysis, and get a real detailed idea of what other properties in the area are going for, not just an algorithm's estimate. And then on the buyer's side, if you're looking, you can put your information in there and actually look in specific areas, and that'll give you a lot of detailed information as well. So we automatically give it to every one of our clients when we close, so they get a monthly email kind of what's going on in the market, what's happening with their property, what's happening with values of other properties in specific areas. But anybody could literally reach out to me and go, hey, Jen, I want to get on this. I just need a name and an email, and we'll set you up. It's super, super easy. It's great. So
I'm on it. And it doesn't matter if you're selling or just like curious about what's going on, or just keeping, a lot of people just like to know what's going on. What's fun about it, unlike others that just kind of give you like I'm visual. So it's,
right.
Other people maybe like to really just read, but it keeps you engaged, and it shows you like, hey, it's gone up this much, and it's very visual. So it's very exciting to see. And then it also, you can play around with it if you're the buyer to pay off your home in 15 years instead of 30 if you're able to, or see what else you could do with that app. So it's
right.
How would they get that from either one of you?
So for me, they can leave a message, send me an instant message on Facebook, reach out to me, give me a call, and literally just their name and their email. And then we just set them up, and and it goes from there, and it's automatic. And then they can go in and customize it, play around, switch it around from the buyer side or seller side, or both. They can do both even. So.
And on the app there, you just download it. This is something that you would do for First Centennial. Is this a First Centennial app, Tracy, or?
No, it's called Zocam.
Okay.
And so you do the Zoccam, download it onto your phone, it's going to do a verifying of your PIN, and you create your 8-digit passcode. Remember that, and you can use this on any transaction that you do, whether you're this is your first home or second home, or if it's the agent. And so then you go in and capture the check, and that information, it sends it directly to the bank securely, and then lets escrow. And if you put all the right information in, well, if you just put yours, the email will go to you and you can pass it forward. So it depends on what you want to do, but you can go to your application. But if you want complete instructions, please call me at 230-0421, 230-0421, area code 775, or you can email me at Tracy, Tracy at firstcentennial.com. And I would be more than happy to send you that, the little step-by-step thing.
Oh, I love it. And in closing, I just wanted to say it's a new year. Things are amazing. There's positivity in the air and unknown. So it's crazy and exciting at the same time. And I just wanted to give both sides, seller and buyer, a couple tips. So for the buyers, this is hard because it's a hard market to buy in. It's a great time to buy, but there's a lot of competition because we're so short on houses that are actually being sold. So if there's a house, there might be 20 buyers and 10 people putting an offer in one day, and that is true. So I just want to say tip number one is make sure that you're not, after writing, seeing where am I getting that earnest money from. Already have it pre-decided, have it ready so that you can just take it, put it in the app and send it off, so that that is a big, huge step to make sure, hey, I'm prepared, I'm ready to work with you, and I am ready to get this house. So it is number one, make sure you have already your earnest money. Second tip I would just really like to stress, I know their house prices is going up. It seems like every time we look around, but if I was going to advise you to do, if you want to get a home and not have a lot of rejection, because you can write a solid offer and do amazing things and still not get it because there's 10 offers, sometimes more, sometimes less on the table, but there's multiple offers on almost every single house that we're dealing with right now. So I would suggest looking at about a $10,000 to $15,000 under your price point, so that you have that wiggle room. If you don't have the money to come in out of pocket to pay the difference, so you can offer more than what they're asking. It's going to take that to get your offer accepted. And that is, number two tips I would have to say, we've had to start offering more than the asking price. There is nobody going under asking. It just isn't happening at this moment. And then for the sellers, I want to say that it is hard on the sellers too. I mean, it's extremely hard. They're just thinking, hey, I want to put my house up. I got plans. I got, things I need to do. And it's extremely hard on the sellers. And it sounds funny, but it really is. So I would like to say that if the weekend you guys are going on the market, the week you guys are going on the market, the day and the day after you go on the market, just plan to not be home at all until 8 o'clock at night. If it's in the summer, you might have people looking at 8 o'clock at night. So just for the first 48 hours, please mentally prepare that you're going to be out of that house, because you're probably going to have 5 to 20 showings in that day. However many showings can fit, that is what is going to come. Just prepare for that. Go on a lovely date with your spouse or something. Take the dogs out. The other thing I would like to say to the sellers is that we know that it's extremely hard. You're sitting there. You've been out of the house for 2 days. And you're supposed to sit down and review these offers. And it might seem like exciting, and intriguing as you're out of the house, but once you sit at that table, I know, and I've seen it, you guys, it's so hard when you have multiple offers and they're all solid offers. And I know it's hard to make that decision, but please, 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 if you had a plan with your agent to look at all offers and respond by this time, do not let those offers expire. Please answer every offer before it expires. It just leaves a horrible taste in the other side's mouth. Even if they love it, even if they still accept it, you're seeing some of these homes come back on the market very, very quickly, because this is a transaction based on trust, and they can trust you if you said something and you did it. A lot of things will just be handled by doing what you said the first time around, and you will have a way better experience, guaranteed. So I know it's hard, especially if you have multiple offers, and some have wonderful stories to go along with it, and it's extremely emotional, and we're aware of that. But just pick and stick to your guns, and don't drag it out. It's just gonna get harder because the offers are gonna keep coming in. That's my tips for today.
Great tips. Great tips. So true.
I appreciate you ladies, and I'm so excited we're going to be able to do this with every third Wednesday of the month, give tips, different things that are going on. And please, we encourage you that if you have questions, type them on wherever you see this socially. Type your questions below. We will answer your comments, and we will get back to you if you want a full in-depth conversation. And if they want to just pick one side or the other, just to start the talking, maybe they want to talk to title to see about selling their house before talking to anybody else of what kind of hiccups could be or not, or if they want to talk to the lender first. Tracy, how would they get a hold of you if they want to talk about their house, or maybe like fees that are associated with titles, expenses? How would they get a hold of you?
Just call me at 775-230-0421. Again, that's 775-230-0421. And I would be happy to talk to you.
And Jennifer, what about for you?
Best number to reach me on is my cell, 775-338-5059, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
And if you're ready to just chat and you don't want any pressure, I promised you I'm a no pressure agent. I just love having conversations. So if you want to just chat about anything regarding real estate, come pick my brain anytime. You can come into my office or reach me at 775-682-1973. Thank you, ladies, for digging a bit deeper with me today.
Thank you.
Mary. Bye, ladies.
Bye.